Hey guys, what's going on? It's James here. Wanted to shoot an update video for you. Of course, it's a little before 5 a.m. on July 21st, and the market has pulled a little bit of a whamboozle on some folks, I think. So we have this head and shoulders that I talked about in another video a few days ago, maybe yesterday, I don't remember now. And it looked pretty. It looked good. I was thinking I was going to go long in this thing. Down, up, down, up, down, up. We had basically a perfect setup coming in, or what appeared to be a perfect setup. We broke above it. This is a 4-hour chart. We came down, we tested the neckline, and we managed to close right on that neckline. Now, normally what I would expect in a situation like that is for this to bounce off of that and go up, but we didn't get that. We actually fell through it, and we came down and tested our 200 EMA. So that presents a couple of problems because that basically, in my mind, invalidates this head and shoulders. Okay, some people would disagree with me. They're still going to want to trade that, and that's fine. Everybody's got their own trading plan. But me personally, that made me go from long to neutral. Okay, as far as day trades go, nothing has changed. I actually shorted the thing at 11,090 and I closed that on the drop, and then I actually bought it around 10,500 and 10,646 and sold it on this pump. Bought a little sooner than I should have, but was able to get out for a small profit on this pump. So I'm just waiting to see how this thing is going to play out. There's a couple of things that There's a couple of things that I'm watching right now. Okay, and again, this is a 4-hour chart. Let me get this head and shoulders out of the way. It's kind of ugly. The first thing I'm watching for is, are we going to retest 10.8? Okay, and it looks like it's very possible. But when I look at the 5-minute chart and I look at the different things that I'm watching for when I day trade, I don't think we're going to break it. It looks like we might test it and fail, but I could be wrong. So the first thing we need to do if we want to remain bullish is we need to break through this level up around 10.8, okay? And then we need to break through this level up around 11.1, because if you look on a daily chart, okay, we're looking at a daily chart, this 11.1 line actually was resistance, okay? It had acted as resistance / support pretty much going back to the earlier part of June. In fact, June 22nd, so late June, excuse me. So it's about a month that thing's been acting as support / resistance, and all we did was come back up and test it. Us not breaking through that is not a bullish sign. That's a bearish sign, okay? So now we have to figure out, first let's test this 10.8, see if we can get through it. Then let's test this 11.1, see if we can get through that. If we get through that, I think we go up and test this trend line, right? This is our trend line, our downtrend, and that's up around 12.4, 12.5, which would line up really nicely with the head and shoulders that I talked about in previous videos. However, if we can't break through 10.8 and we can't break through 11.1, I think we're probably going to head south, and probably in a significant fashion, okay? Because if we look at this thing, if we put this on a 3-day chart instead of a 1-day chart, this is nothing special. This is just a downtrend, okay? We've got down, up, made a lower high, down, made a lower low, up, made a lower high. So on a 3-day, our next leg lower could take us down around the 8,500 area, and that would fill that CME gap on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, okay? So the 3-day to me looks bearish. The 1-day looks fairly neutral, okay? Could go either way, I think. The 4-hour also fairly neutral, could go either way. One of the things that's happening in the 4-hour right now is going to be really interesting is we have our 12 EMA just crossed our 200 EMA. Now the last time that crossed in a bullish fashion, we actually saw a pump from 3,800-ish all the way up to almost 14,000, right? It never went back below it during that whole bull run. But this could be a fake out. We had a fake out a couple days ago, right? This came down, came under it. I got very, very bearish, and the market tried its damnedest to shake me out of my bearish behavior, pumped up about 500 or 1,000 bucks, but then immediately came crashing down at 15 to 16%. And so I'm wondering if this isn't a really nasty bull trap that's being set up by the powers that be, right? Where this sneaks above it, people get bullish, and then they just dump it. Time will tell. Right now, full disclosure so that we're being transparent, I have liquidated all of my Bitcoin. I'm not holding a single Bitcoin right now. I may have some scraps of Bitcoin over on NiceHash or something from back in the day when I mined, but I don't have any Bitcoin in any of my exchange accounts or any of my private wallets. I've liquidated all of my Litecoin. I don't have any Litecoin that I'm holding. And I have, a small amount of alts. And sometimes people ask me, James, why don't you sell your alts if you're bearish? Those alts I've been holding since 2017, so they're long-term capital gains. I don't trade them. If I trade them and I sell them and try to buy them back cheaper, then I'm resetting the capital gains taxes and they become a short-term capital gain, which means that unless I'm going to actively trade those alts, it's not worth selling them because I'm going to actually take a loss on taxes. So basically, I just let them sit there and they're going to do what they're going to do. Either they're going to be worth a whole bunch of money in 2 or 3 years, 5 years, whatever, or they'll go to zero, right? But I'm not going to trade them. It's not that much money to begin with anyway. It's not worth the effort. But Bitcoin and Litecoin were the majority of my portfolio. They were about 90%, and I liquidated all of it. All right, so that's where I'm at. For right now, I'm just day trading. Day trading, the great thing about it, it's business as usual. I actually popped open a short of around 11,090, closed it when this began to drop. Then I popped open a long down here and closed it when it pumped. So I've been in and out of 2 trades in the last 12 hours. Last 9 hours, I guess. And that's what I'll continue to do until the market gives me some kind of clear direction where it's going. If we can get a clearly bullish signal, I would love to be able to go long, and I'll tell you why. Because once I'm long on Bitcoin, that means I can actually buy Bitcoin, and then I can go look at alt pairs, Bitcoin pairs that I can trade while Bitcoin is pumping. I can make even more money by trading the Bitcoin pairs. I can't trade Bitcoin pairs right now because I don't have any Bitcoin, right? So that is a bit of a bummer, but that's all right. There's plenty of trades to take on just Bitcoin itself and Litecoin, right? So I can go over and I can trade those with fiat and get in and out and wait for the market to tell me what it's going to do. But right now I'm neutral. I'm neither bearish nor am I bullish. I just have to wait and get some kind of clear sign from the market. Remember, today is Sunday, so that Chicago Mercantile Exchange is going to be opening this evening in about 12 or 13 hours from now. And I think we're really going to be up to the whims of those folks that are trading on there as to what they think is going to happen. Because if they think it's going up, we'll probably see them pump that sucker. And if they think it's going down, then we'll probably see our CME gap get filled sometime this week. That would be my guess. We're either going to have a strong move up this week or a strong move down. That's my gut feeling. Either we're going here or we're going here. Time will tell. Until then, make sure you trade safe. And please remember, I am some guy sitting in a spare bedroom. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is financial advice. You should always do your own due diligence and seek out professional investment advice before making any type of investment in cryptocurrency. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. You can check the description for more links where you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and TradingView.